Well, we're almost completely through the month of April, but we are officially halfway to Halloween. And a big shout out to Lauren from the channel Happy Haunts Library. She had a fun and great idea to put together a video sharing both her excitement and her experiences with Halloween, and tag and encourage other creators to do the same thing, making it a great way to learn of new content creators and hear their responses. And like I said, she tagged a number of creators, including Tracy from Nerd Squish, who made her own video and tagged me in that one. And I'll be sure to tag both of their channels in the description below so you can go check out their channels and their halfway to Halloween videos. Alright guys, let's do this. So question number one, are you a fan of haunted houses? Yes, I am. I actually didn't go to a lot of them growing up, but I did go to a few and they were a lot of fun. Now, me and my wife every now and then try to go to the haunted houses that they have here at Frontier City's Fright Fest in Oklahoma City. The haunted houses, though, at Halloween Horror Nights, guys, I'm telling you, top notch. To this day, my personal favorite is the Universal Monsters house called Legends Collide, where you're being chased by the Mummy, the Wolfman, and Count Dracula, and only one of those monsters will make it out alive. A different winner was chosen each night, and when we went, I believe Dracula won. Now, I hope to one day be able to buy those passes to be able to visit all of the haunted houses. It would be crazy expensive, but worth every penny. So question number two, what's your favorite ghost story or haunted lore? Now, while I'm a fan of werewolves, vampires, and other creatures, my personal favorite ghost story to this day is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving, where a schoolmaster named Ichabod Crane is chased by the Headless Horseman of the Hollow. Now, when I first read this story, even though I knew what was about to happen, it still gave me goosebumps, guys. The writing was just that good. And what I love about this story is it's one of those ghost stories that's very open to interpretation. Was Ichabod really pursued by the commander-in-chief of all the Sleepy Hollow spooks, or was he just the victim of a prank from his rival, as the short story implies? Now, when it comes to haunted lore, we do have some ghost stories here in Oklahoma, but probably one of the more famous ones is from the Skirvin Hotel in downtown Oklahoma City, where, incidentally, is where me and my wife spent part of our honeymoon. Now, at the Skirvin Hotel, it's rumored to be haunted by the ghost of a woman who, according to the stories, had a secret affair with the owner of the hotel, and guests have reported seeing her wandering through the hallways and such at night. Now, I also personally enjoy some of the lore revolving around some of the biggest legends or mysterious creatures of the world, like Bigfoot, the Chupacabra, the Black Demon, UFOs, or my personal favorite, the Loch Ness Monster. Me and my wife hope to one day travel to Scotland to visit the haunted castles of Loch Ness where some of those monster sightings occurred. Maybe someday. Just maybe. Question number three, do you plan on Halloween decor hunting this year? And if so, what items do you hope to find? Yeah, we plan on decorating this year, but we're not entirely sure what we're going to buy just yet. We're hoping to go more all out, or at least as much as our new HOA will allow, because we did just move into a new house in a bigger neighborhood. We've always wanted to go big with Halloween decor, but with work and other stuff, it was just hard to make time for it. And it is always fun to go to the Halloween stores to get new decor or other merchandise like posters, t-shirts, and such. Alright, moving on to the next question. Candy corn. Love it or hate it? I actually really enjoy candy corn. I will say, though, I probably enjoy it the most when it's mixed in a jar with peanuts. That's my personal favorite. To me, it's just a perfect blend of sweet and salty. Question 5. Are you big into costumes and dressing up for Halloween? If so, what's your favorite costume of all time? Yeah, I really do enjoy dressing up for Halloween, but I personally like to put my costume together myself as best I can. And I normally just go to the Halloween store just to buy props for my costume instead of just buying the costume outright. Guys, those costumes are pricey. I've always enjoyed when me and my wife would collaborate and make some couples costumes. One year we were Jack and Sally, and then one year we were Sweeney Todd and Miss Lovett. Yes, I know Sweeney Todd didn't have a beard, but I was in a college play around this time and I wasn't allowed to shave. We also went as the Phantom of the Opera and Christine, and more recently, Donald Duck and Daisy Duck. But for me personally, my favorite costumes was when I went as the older Wolverine from Logan, or when I made my own Riddler costume. Yeah, I'd have to say the Riddler is probably my favorite. Next question. What is one activity or experience that is on your spooky season bucket list this year? For me, my biggest one for this year would be to go to the new Dark Universe at Universal's new Epic Universe Park, so I can immerse myself in the world of the Universal monsters. Now, I technically am already going this year for a big family trip, but that's not until December, and I would just love to go around Halloween to do both that and Halloween Horror Nights. And guys, I don't want to jinx myself here, but knock on wood, it looks like we may be able to get to go. And if so, I'll be so excited. I'd really like to go in October, but if we're able to make it, it may be closer in September around my wife's birthday. Next question. What book, series, or movie screams Halloween to you? Now, when it comes to the movies, of course, you have the classics like the Halloween film series. You also have Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow is a good one, and part of that film does take place during Halloween. The film Van Helsing is also a good one because, again, that one takes place during Halloween. There's also the film Beetlejuice and its sequel, Beetlejuice, which, again, also takes place during Halloween. Ernest Scared Stupid is a good one. And also, the Universal Monster films, guys, those are a must. Check those out. And while it's not a Universal Monster film, the film Monster Squad is a good one to watch for Halloween. Now, when it comes to the books, Grady Hendrix has some good selections. I've read My Best Friend's Exorcism and How to Sell a Haunted House. My wife and my friend Matthew have read the book The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. They both say it's amazing. The Shining is a good book if you like Stephen King. There's always the classics, too. Frankenstein, The Phantom of the Opera, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and Dracula are all good picks. Now, for me, my personal reading goal for this year is to read this book here. It's called A Werewolf Remembers, The Testament of Lawrence Stewart Talbot. So next question, how do you typically spend your Halloween night? Now, if you were to ask me a few years ago, then I would probably say that I would spend my Halloween nights by grabbing an assortment of snacks, and me and my wife would pick a few movies that we've seen, or maybe something new, shut off the lights, light some candles, and just relax and enjoy the remainder of the spooky season. And of course, hand out candy to trick-or-treaters as well. And nowadays, we spend our Halloween nights taking our daughters trick-or-treating, and since we moved into a new neighborhood, we're excited to see all of the new Halloween decor from all of our new neighbors. Now, question 9. What does Halloween mean to you? Guys, Halloween means a lot to me. I mean, a lot. Because growing up, I enjoyed watching horror movies and reading scary books and reading comic books, and I didn't have a lot of friends that enjoyed those things as much as I did, and every Halloween, it felt like that was just my time to shine and become all of the famous characters that I loved watching or reading about. And I also really appreciated how much my family got into it. For a few years, we would have these big Halloween parties that we threw in this big barn that we had in our backyard, and my dad would just go all out with the decorating and the music and such, and my dad even got really creative with his costumes. And I remember one year where he and my brother put on this little spooky Halloween skit in our garage where my dad was Dr. Frankenstein and my brother was the monster being brought to life by electricity, and he would just parade around the garage just rampaging and scaring everybody. It was just, man, that was a good time. And guys, that is the type of Halloween energy that I hope to give to my daughters, because I want them to grow up with all of these fun Halloween experiences and, build all of these fun Halloween memories. Alright guys, so the last order of business for this challenge is to tag your friends who enjoy Halloween and horror movies. So I'll be sure to tag a few of mine in the description below. And guys, whether I tag you or not, or whether you have a channel or not, please feel free to answer these questions down in the comments below. But guys, thanks so much for checking out this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it. And if you did enjoy, be sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing if you're new to my channel and enjoying my content. But guys, thanks again. Have a great one.